everybody. Hopefully you could hear that. I saw the little green lights flashing. Green lights usually mean go, yes, yay, happy. Ooh, look who's here. It's the pie. She's here. She's ready for her bribery. And I see Thomas and Field Tone Audio. Compo Tono. And we're going to get into it today because I'm super excited to play around with these free apps and also just everything else that I've gotten, some new sounds I've got, all kinds of, oh, whoops, she just dumped over her food. Nice. It's on my hands now too. Great, that's what sweatpants are for. Anyway, hey Louis, cook. Just one more cup. I'm down to one coffee a week. This is tea. This is tea with a little bit of the zero sugar vanilla lavender syrup and a little milk. Well, it's coconut milk. So that's what we've got going on over here. Yes, leg napkins, absolutely. Hey, I sense new merch, Field Tone. Leg napkins. MIDI to the left. MIDI to the left. All right, I'm gonna bring in my iPad, who is the real star of this show, even as much as the pie, because the pie always leaves. And we're gonna get into finding out what's going on with iOS music this week. Since Field Tone is here, he always knows what's going on. Hey, Wes plays music. Hey, I hear that Wes plays music. Oh, by the way, Thomas has got this Linktree thing going on. I forgot to place my media asset, but let's go and do that. So way up there in the corner, that way, is a sweet little QR code that you can put your phone on, and it will take you to all the places that Thomas is linking you to. And I really appreciate you for doing that, Thomas. And I was really sad not to be able to go do that this weekend because I was off doing a thing against crowns. Let's go. All right, let's slide in. We're going to come right over here to the Beat community. And look, we're on page 3. Because a lot of stuff happened since last week. Last week we kicked off. Dark Park was what we were left with. And then this Archers player. Ooh. Hey, thanks. Hi, Jade. What's up? Hugh Caldwell, meow. So this Archers player is getting better and better. So I just wanted to point this out to you. If you do anything that involves DJing, like both me and Russ8889 do something DJing, and in here you've got a track. You can load up tracks, and there's this crazy little thing. Like there's a little picture of a waveform, and if you long press the picture of the waveform, you can slow down, speed up, in left and right axis, and on the up and down axis you have a pitch control, and it's sexy as hell. I used it the other night. To switch tracks, I slid it all the way slow, so I when you out something, it was awesome. I was just thrilled by it. Anyway, so you can MIDI map stuff, all kinds of stuff going on in there. It is so cool. Groove Rider 2 has been updated. Let's see what they did to Groove Rider 2. If you have any experience with the stuff that's going on that I'm looking at, then you let me know, by the way, because this is a kind of a community effort. It looks like you can put AV3s into IFX slots, and that's the most exciting thing. But if you've got Groove Rider 2 and you want to know what's new, you can check that out. All right, now we're going to page 2. Oops, the pie is She's sick of this poor treatment when she wasn't allowed to get treats constantly. Late tape has been updated. Radii Research, late tape. I don't even never saw this one. It's AV3, full standalone GUI. No more clicking in one-shot mode. One-touch capture, record, play, loop. Wow, that actually sounds kind of fun. Maybe we'll pop in there and just grab that. I have this free app fun, because sometimes free apps actually are quite fun. And sometimes you don't have money and it's just not time to do that, right? So anyway, we'll take a look at late tape later. Yonak stuff is on sale. Hey, Heathen Granny, what's cooking? So Zodiac Echo Delay and Reverb is, oh my God, it's like a third of the price. It's to $5.99 from $14.99. Zodiac Gemini Plate Reverb, same deal. Thereminator 2, oh, it says no offer. Well, why? Oh, I gotcha. These are all their apps, and these are the ones that are and aren't on sale. So Taurus, I love Taurus. I can show you what I was doing with Taurus. That's $5.99. I really actually quite love that app. Butter Chicken, right on. Aries Rotary Speaker and Amp, $5 from $14.99. Steel Guitar Pro is one of my favorite apps of theirs, and that's not on offer. The rest of them aren't on offer. So we'll hop back. Low. Pre-order FAC Bandit 2. You can pre-order. Sexy. Hey, Riverbend Sim, what's cooking? Yeah, Bandit splits you into frequency bands, each process with its own effect and recombined. I think I've had a chat with Russ about this one before. Anyway, it's being updated. I'm sure that Jade will be showing us, because to me, Jade and Field Tone are like the only people I watch, and I just started watching Field Tone. So Field Tone's always on when I'm asleep in the morning. So sometimes if I wake up like I do sometimes at like really early and he's on, I slide the thing on and then I fall right back asleep. So maybe I learned something by osmosis. What's up, Doug Kidder? Ooh, so exciting if you're gonna be watching Thomas this week. You rock. I'm going to submit another jam that me and Doug did on a Height Club live jam where he jams to me DJing. We had some real problems. We did 6 songs and only one of them was all right. But Fender Studio has been updated. I don't know much about Fender Studio. River 3 and Rivet 4. Don't know what these are. These are more of these free ones. River 3, 3-engine reverb, drive gated snares, comb. Rivet 04 comb is a resonant comb filter. So this is like techno and industrial type music. My sleep paralysis demon is your lo-fi ambient tracks. Oh, lols. Bloody Ritual, what's cooking? Man, if you're lucky enough to get Bloody Ritual to comment on your stuff, Bloody Ritual writes the most beautiful comments I've ever seen. Bloody Ritual needs to like write a novel, like a beautiful like incredible pain and pleasure. Thanks very much. West Plays Music. Fender Studio used to be PreSonus Studio One, and it's a DAW for recording, etc. Right on. And you'll love this, Thomas. It's rather it's rather crunchy. And it's got screaming. Rob Jackson releases Dynasynth Dynamic Shape Synth. Oh my gosh, you guys. That makes me think that I'm doing that I did not set my show up properly, that I've probably got a dumb leaderboard that I hate, and I'm probably not set to move over to Jade's, so let's do that. This only takes a second. So I'm doing this in, you can't see me, but I'm doing it in YouTube Studio. I'm turning off the stupid leaderboard because I could care less. And I'm adding a redirect to Jade. Hey, what's up, Pole Vault? I think Dynasynth is today. It is. Haha. So we're going to look at Dynasynth today. So it's $2.99, and I won't go in there because I expect you to go and visit visit Jade right after this. We're gonna be magically moved over. Hey, Glitter Hoof 77, I'm not gonna say what's cooking again. What's shaking? Okay, audio damage release Evil Auto for desktop and iOS. I know that Field Tone is all over Evil Auto. iOS has a small price due to the cost of supporting that ecosystem. All they ask is that you join their mailing list. You can dip on out after iOS. Let's see, $2.99, not bad. It's like having it's OTT, over-the-top compressor. Applies simultaneous upward and downward compression across 3 frequency bands. The result is dense, hyper-detailed audio where peaks are controlled and quiet details are pushed forward. A sound heard across modern electronic music, pop, and hip-hop production. I think Evil Auto sounds quite fun, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing Jade playing with that one this week. I forgot my keyboard, right? Yeah, it sounds like it's an incredible tone shaping tool. And I think people like you and I have that in common, Field Tone, where we both love to we like to take noise and bring out the harmonic side of noise, and then work with that and bring other tones in that are more pure. And it is a really sexy way to work. Imaginando apps are on offer. VS2 is not on offer, but I went and bought VS2, by the way, which I had VS1, so it cost me $25. I did that this weekend when my roommate just found out that they were, after all, still doing tips in cash, and he hadn't been collecting them for a week, and so he gave me some dope cash. So I used that for some dope. And then I used my money that was in my bank account to buy that. Okay, K7D is $2.99 from $7.99. Frames. So if you don't have frames, like, what are you even doing if you love ambient music? $5.99. This incredibly beautiful, delicious granular synth. DRC is another. It's a great, nice, light synth. Got a lot of great sounds. $5.99 from $11.99. Chorus and flanger DLYM is $2.99 from $7.99. Not at all expensive, really. Try going on desktop. BAM, Beatmaker and Music Maker, is usually $20. It's down to $10. It's all these unlocks in LK, Ableton, and MIDI controller. All the unlocks are on sale. VS2 is insane. I will be using that on a Tuesday. Show will be making music video stuff with my copy of VS2. The synth release Spice Lab. $44.99 for iPad iOS. Whatever is so expensive? Generative synthesis meets analog warmth, evolving sequences, Euclidean rhythms, and Markov melodies, designed for iPad musicians. A generative synthesizer. Okay. Yeah, but I can't, I don't have that kind of money. That $25 I saved up 4 weeks. I didn't buy anything for 4 weeks so I could buy the S2. Oi. All right, Cleve Grand Spring Desktop Sale. Bops, what's up? We'll skip to iOS because that's what we talk about here on this show. Tomaphon, I actually really love Tomaphon synth. I do use it. A bunch of times I've used it. It's got a killer wavetable function, but it's a multi generative synth. It's down to $11.49 from almost $30. Crazy. El Piano is down to $8.99 from almost $30. Bruce Free, $9.56 from $15.99. That's a strange $9.56. Walls is $4.99 from $9.99. Walls is awesome. I need to get Bruce Free because I've got some stuff I need to denoise. Bruce Free is about denoising. Skaka, I don't know what that is. $11.99 from $19.99. Phosphate, I've got that sucker. $8.99 from $14.99. Spin is down to $7.99. Haze 2 to $3.29 from $16.49. What? RecAPP all the way down to $3.99. Grand Finale 2, $3.19. That's a mastering app. So that's pretty wicked. Belize Peaks just came out. Belize Peaks. I saw somebody working with Belize. Oh, it was Field Tone. It's $12.99 now. It's going to go up to $14.99. Audio filtering, a performance audio filter, maybe something like that Sculptor, maybe. Multi-peak polyphonic filter. Bell curve. Playable and performable. It sounds pretty interesting. It sounds like you can filter and just bourgeois. This is all on iPad. Yes, indeed. All this newfangled stuff. But a lot of this stuff, as you can see, does also come on desktop if you are a desktop producer. Always check it out and see. And sometimes if you have a Mac, you can actually buy an iPad app and it'll work on your Mac. And one of these days I'm going to show that. Paul Batowski's Synth Drum Kick is on offer. Synth Drum Kick, it sounds like it makes a kick drum. Like you can synthesize your drum sounds, create multiple instances. So Rob Jackson has an app that does this too. He has a drum synth, and that one is also really cool. And these are similarly priced. I know the Rob Jackson app, and I know his interface makes sense to me because he uses the same interface. So Beat Cutter is this incredible app that just is so hard. It's hard to wrap your mind around, but you can just let it run and it'll do crazy things. It's only $15.99 now. Multi-channel slicing and recombining rhythm. Blah blah blah. Breakbud Breakbeat has been updated. DM10 has got new kits. Now we've still got one more page left. What a hot week for iOS. Sexy. Elastic OSC has been price dropped and there's a huge update. I have this. Or you can get a music partner that is genius on this shit. Like who? Siete churro chips. So, long-awaited MPE support. 3 modulation sources, 8 targets. Super sexy. Multiple oscillators. Really, really nice app. Beep Street is updated 02, which is available for $4.99. And it's a little playful instrument for making beats and melodies. We talked about that last week. We don't need to go over it again. Let's pop down. Audio Thing update and price drop July analog synth. Let's check the price drop. This is, I think this looks like a June synth emulator. June, July. It's down to $12.99 from $19.99. Right on. Octocron's on sale. Oh, that's exciting. Ooh, let's see. All right, here we go. This week's 4 pocket steals. If you haven't gone there, these come till Thursday, so you got 3 more days on these. The deals end April 1st, and that's no joke. Digistix 2 is on sale. MIDI Step is on sale, and Stringlab is on sale. Digistix 2, really awesome, not very expensive drum kit. MIDI Step, polyphonic step sequencer that does some randomizing and aleatoric chance music like my friend Aliamanic. I don't know. Stringlab is a string modeling synthesizer based on Car+ Strong theory. Sexy. Paul Batowski releases FM20, $5.99. It looks like it's a synth. Yes, it is. 4 operators, 8 algorithms, 2 virtual analog filters, unstable by design. Wow, I can relate to that. I'm unstable by design, or not design, as the case may be. EG Nodes is on offer this week. EG Nodes is a good app, so it's on sale for $14.99, usually $19.99. There's a couple of things that EG Nodes does that it gives me like play beat. It gives me an eternal play beat. That's easy. 4 Pockets have updated Polypipe. What did they do? Added a new drum editor, which works alongside the 4 ARPs. You can create drum patterns. It's just a bunch of drum stuff and fixing some issues. Late tape's been updated. We just talked about that. We just put it down. Octocron is on sale for Octocron's an excellent drum sequencer. It's only $5, usually 10. DH Slice and DH Sample Spread. This looks like it's sampling stuff, turning any audio file into a MIDI playable instrument. Well, that sounds rather sexy. Does it say how much they are? Oh, $10 and $6. Sample Spread. Slice. What does Sample Spread do? It helps build custom decent sampler instruments on your iPad. You can build, so this is really interesting if you are into decent sampler. Do you know about this one, Field Tone? That sounds like something I'd like to see you play around with. Augmatic GRE has been updated. They've got a Windows version now. Cheap Keys and Fuego. I think Jade's going to cover these this week. Sonic Nomad. I'm super excited about these. Cheap Keys. They're each $5.99 intro price. These are adapted from desktop apps, which are on sale right now for like $30 from $100. So that's pretty crazy. Anyway, Cheap Keys, cross-platform virtual instrument. It's got inspired by the charming budget home keyboards of the 80s and 90s. Packed with sounds, kind of lo-fi, kind of fun. Fuego is a cross-platform virtual instrument for modern Latin music. And I actually want this because, like, it's got bossa nova. I really want Fuego. So that's going to be fun. FAC Bandit 2 is now released. So there you go. Get it if you can. RRS Inspirer, Red Rock Sound. Let's see what that is. This is a free download with an in-app purchase of, we don't know how much. It's an oral exciter and loudness enhancer designed to specific. I love oral exciters. I used to use one too, because I used to host karaoke and do like mobile DJ stuff. So those music files and CDs and stuff are not the best, right? Yeah, I had a rack mount one because it's AURAL. So, and I had one that I had a sound conditioner too. So what they did was basically take these kind of poorly phased things and then the phased in voice and kind of blend it all so that everybody in the audience would hear it all at the same time. Gotcha. So that Tone Bank for iPad OS. Check this out. Node Audio. Tone Bank's a note generating plugin for DAWs designed to help producers create musical parts that integrate seamlessly. Rhythmic, harmonic, accompaniment mode, melody mode. This sounds really interesting. Tone Bank for $10. Very last Terra Pro has been updated with probably bug fix. Oh, real-time detune for unison mode. MIDI learn for different things. Brain Z, oscillator wave shape, FM7. All right. I think that should do the wickety trickety. So let's go in here to the App Store. Find out what we're going to show you. These apps. I'm going to play with these free apps, I think. So Late Tape. I don't know. We might make something. So Visual Synth, I told you next week probably. Oh, Spanish Games and Stories. Oh, so Nebulizer. Matthew Caldwell is the name of this guy. So these are... It's old school warbly malfunctioning tape delay nebulizer comes echoing back from the Interapp audio doldrums, but fear not, even though it's now an AUV3 effect plugin ready to stack up on multiple tracks in GarageBand AUM, it's still the wayward lo-fi monstrosity you used to know. And if you didn't know it, isn't it about time you did? Nebulizer is totally free. No ads, no in-app purchases, no subscriptions, no surveillance, no nag screens. If you want premium features, this is not the app for you. Anyway, so Nebulizer just does nebulous things, right? And then Frobulator is... Frobulator is dead. Long live the Frobulator. Venerable... It's spectral delay. It makes your noises strange. Twiddle the knobs to find something you like or don't, or throw it away. No one will hold it against you. Frobulator is free as in beer and free as in speech. So if you happen to be one of the 6 people who ask for this, rejoice. If you aren't, now's your chance to discover what you've been missing. I like this guy. This guy's fun. I want all of his apps. Anyway, Osculatrix. And this one is a tremolo with ideas above its station. With modulated filters, delays, a bit of saturation. It's cryptic and opinionated. It's free. Anyway, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to open up a previously existing track. I'm going to do the one with the vocals in it, I think. This is pretty fun. Let's go in the files and sessions. Lost in the Dark Park. Whoa, what happened to Dark Park? Look at it, it looks like a giant X. Let's make sure we've got some launchpad up in this joint. That sounds wicked, huh? So you can hear me. I've got 2 mics. So if there's a little bit of an overkill, slippity slap, Mindhouse Dark Park is not installed. What? Let's get the Dark Park back. Oh, it's because there was an update. Gotta turn the spray off. Yes, I did. I reloaded. Reload, baby, reload. All right, I'm gonna hit play on this. I've been listening to this, or some version of this, more or less. So here's the... That's how that sounds. Anyway, that's just... See how it's smoother and sexier? Now I've got... What makes this is like Frobulator special is that I'm LFOing. See, I've got MLFO. So I've got the tone knob moving and the doubt knob moving. And that makes it pretty sexy, right? So let's throw something onto... I'm going to take this off of here. We're going to go... Find something. Gotta find something less... a little less freaky. Let's go into lo-fi tranquility, I guess. Right. So here we got this bass and drum going. Now I frobulated it. Now this frobulator doesn't have anything going. So this is actually kind of a perfect little place to mess with it. Okay. Just not very, it doesn't seem loud enough. I'm going to put a tone in. Just kind of I'm going to use a simpler sound. Let's leave that one where it is. Here we go. This has got a make it so that it so I've got this Taurus octavizer on here, which is cool. Okay, so let's put a note in every... We'll take off the Taurus. We'll take off the delay. We're gonna replace this with some frobulation. Can't see much difference there. There, I've got the mix all the way up. It's subtle. Feed is subtle. Tone is not subtle. So with tone, you could... It's nice, huh? Just subtle and fun. Now Vexity, orbit. Now that tripped it out. Now listen to that doubt. Wow, it's all over the place. And then there's this fail mode. That adds a lot of weirdness to it. Then you could always be like, that's a band pass. And there's a high pass. Now see, that's what the octavisor does. So if you put the octavisor in front of the frobulator, now we'll move this back to, whoa, 4 bars. Let's see what's up with Dark Park. Oops, see, nothing's connected because it was, what did I do? I think I had Inky connected to it. So, this is what I'm saying, like on... See how it brings out all the different tones? Because there's an extra, see? There's direct, sub, bass, overtone, top. This is on sale this week, by the way. And see, what does Alteza do to it? It just makes it insane. But what's really wild is what I'm doing to my voice. Yes. Hello. See, we've got the mix. The mix is moving. Just the mix. See how less smooth it is? Oh, Frobulator is sexy. I know, it's amazing on vocals, yeah? Let's add something. I'll play with Inky. Let's add something really simple. Actually, we'll just look for another. Okay, here, let's put in a riffler flow for fun, right? Right, so we're in C major. Find a preset. See what I'm talking about, you guys? Look how Bloody Ritual says the most beautiful things. I'm sorry I keep on taking you out of like the moment with that, right? So this will be fun. Let's play with one of those other, let's play with Nebulizer. Wow. Mick, that's just time. Wow. Let's turn everything else down to 0. So all these things are called The mix is all the way up, right? So there's time. This one's called loss. That's crazy, right? Evasion. Regret. Let's turn the regret all the way up. Virgins. I brought the mix back down. Man, my ear really hurts me today. I don't know why. Maybe because I was working last night on the same headphones. And then there's bleed. Drag. Itch. Oh, it sounds so freaky, right? That's just a plain guitar, right? Let's make sure we've got a dry tone. Well, that's a warm chorus. Let's get dry. Whoa. Every time you change one of these. Let's take that off. All right, let's get an... So there's the other one is called Osculatrix. That's tremolo, right? That sounds pretty nice, actually. So then there's bite. Curve. Whoa. Almost nothing. Haze. Heft. Scrub. Tilt. And then there's tangy. Dizzy. Oh, I can hear that. Harsh. Ooh, nice. Numb. And cheap. Wow, this is wicked. I know. That actually... Whoa. All right, now we did frob, but this time we're gonna just frob, right? Now let's take this, and we've got a whole bunch of things going on here, so let's use tone. We're going to turn on one of these. I've got several. Save on mushrooms and get these, right? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, right? And the thing is that if you bring them up, can't even tell those are vocals. It's freaking wicked. So what this is a secret. This is a secret that you don't find out unless you go heavy. So watch. So I go to the Frobulator, right? Swipe for documents, okay? So I open it up standalone, and then it says, what is this thing? It says what it is, right? Then, which we told you. So now it tells you what the controls are. The mix is your wet-dry balance. The feed is your feedback amount. It controls how much gets carried over to future repetitions. Tone sets the bass filter cutoff frequency, subject to modulation, which that modulation just makes it sexy as hell. Orbit sets the principal underlying modulation rate, inter alia. Inter alia, what are they like? They work for lawyers. Vexity adjusts the stereo spread and the feedback variability. Doubt affects variation of panning phase and filter frequency. Master, your overall output level. Fail introduces instability and signal degradation into the feedback path. Hey, Denise! I was watching you in the chat at Justine's yesterday, and I was like, I was gonna come in, but I just couldn't. There was reasons, and I didn't want to talk about them right now. But when I was like, Denise, you're in not inspiration, asshole. No. Filter mode. Okay, band anyway, so that's your so you can do that. Now you can do the same thing with Neb. Right? You open it up in standalone and you swipe to the left. What is this nonsense? This is a badly behaved delay effect, right? Now it tells you what your base delay time. So then your wet-dry balance is your mix. Your loss is frequency character. Higher values darken and smear the repeats. Evasion, modulation depth and character. Low values give gentle chorus. High values create pitch-warped instability. Regret, feedback and resonance. Pushes the delay towards self-oscillation. Ooh, I like the regret. Vergence. Hey, Gary Hubbs, my friend. Gary had a crazy week last week. Send Gary money. Vergence, stereo convergence rate, how quickly the left-right delay times track their targets. Low equals wide drifting stereo. Sexy, right? So there's toggles. Bleed enables a wave shaper on the notch filter and increases your modulation depth. Adds grit and saturation to the tail. Drag makes left-right feedback asymmetric. The left and right channels decay at different rates, widening the stereo field. Itch switches the post-delay filter from low pass to band pass, creating a nasal resonant quality. What? That's so cool. Kubrick Glover, 1972. All right, now we got the Osculator, Osculatrix. Do you know what osculation is? Kissing. So you're kissing your mix. Oh, I can't spell. That's my problem. There it is. So here's that. It's an opinionated tremolo. We talked about that before. So bite is your tremolo depth. At 0, there's none at all. At full, the beat chops to silence. So basically, you've got nothing to so curve is your bass frequency for one of the tremolos. The others don't necessarily agree. Logarithmic control from 0.01 to 20 hertz. Midpoint and default is 1 hertz. Haze is delay, mix, and feedback from all in the present to trapped in the past. Heft is one of your delay times. Scrub, another of the delay times. Wait, there are 3 delays? What? Tilt, filter modulation rate, and tremolo frequency spread, right? So then switches. Harsh hardens the compression, more harmonics, more grit. Numb broadens the resonant filters for a less peaky sound. Tangy desyncs the tremolos for wavier waves. Cheap dumps one whole filter band, which one depends on numb. Fewer tremolos, lower phi. Not that phi ever really came into it. Dizzy phase shifts your ears for that spacey stereo bounce. That's what we're listening to. We're listening to just a bunch of frobulated sexiness. I'm gonna sing into this. All right, looks like we've only got 10 minutes to... I love this. Okay. Mess around. Here we go. Jim Shannon, what's cooking? Keep seeing what's cooking. Now just wait. When I press stop, everything, this is just sexy as all get out. And if you've got Dark Park, if you've got a MIDI keyboard, you can set your spray to one of the keys and then you dial it to nothing and boom, right there. Only 8 minutes till Jade's. I'm gonna save this because I've probably done a bunch of crazy stuff to it. Lost in the Dark Park. Let's clear that out. I think we've got that tape loop, sucker. Let's find a... Whoa. Let's input something to make noise. Yes. Added the... Oh, he added the... Let's Dark Park it in. No, I didn't even see that. I didn't even look at it. I just played it. Right? It's quite the matrix. Fog, halation, sodium, spray, pressure. I did update it. Where is it? Oh, there we go. You have to press the little tip-toppies right up there. There we go. Whoops, where's my cursor? There it is. See? So if you hit these little things, there you go. Haze, halogen, grit, drift, rhyme, burn, veil, searchlight. Yes. Yeah, it's this little, it's right up here. The mechanics. See, if you go to your scene, opening titles. So right here, this new little hoppity boppity. You bought O2 over the weekend. Bandit 2. Sexy. This is just freaking delicious. Let's scan this puppy. Right? Yeah, let's look. Info. Although Dark Park embraces imperfection, if you notice any bugs, please contact me. Here we go. Navigating the Dark Park. Mechanics. Spray, pressure, hold, wild. Yeah, we haven't added, he hasn't added the map, doesn't have the thing. Hey, Wes Plays Music. Oh my God, yeah, do more of this, Wes Plays Music. A bunch of us are total nerds. We can't stand it. We just have to talk about how nerding out we are on our synths. Oh my God, yes, please do. Sunshine Archer. What's up, lady? Sunshine Archer comes on before me for like 3 full hours of playing guitar and entertaining us with her fun, like warm-hearted sweetness and talking to the chat. Very, very cool. All right, let's throw in something. Let's put the MIDI on the left. I always like Waymaker. Waymaker's just simple. So, 5 minutes. Dark Park. Can barely hear it, huh? See? I just turned all the things up. Yeah, right? Let's do, so it's going crazy. So we've only got 4 minutes to Jade. So I'm going to put Taurus on there. And then we're going to like get out of here after that. So I can't help it. I'm just so... Yeah, look at that. See what I mean? It brings out all the stuff. Then we turn the spray down. I know, yummy. All right, I'm going to get my face back in here and say bye. So tomorrow is the last Tuesday of the month, which means it's time for the midweek chill. So tomorrow, instead of making art, I'm going to show off my art inside of, I'm going to show off different art and video things that I've done with my Tuesday shows, and then I'm going to play music like I do on Friday. Right on, everybody. We're going to go over to Jade. We're going to watch Dinah Synth. And then after that, there's a full panoply of exciting stuff to watch. Mwah! Big love, everybody. All the peace you can carry straight on into your day. La 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 love.